Hey guys, it's Sarah and I'm about to get started on my layout for this week's Noel Mignon design team page. And this week we are challenged to use an inspiration piece for our layout. So I went to Pinterest and looked at some of the sketches that I had saved in the past, and I really like this one right here, which is by Sketch and Scrap blog. So I will leave a link to this down here in the description if you guys want to go and check it out. But I really like the circles in here because I am going to be doing a layout about the eclipse that happened last year. So I have pictures here that my husband took while he was at work. He had one just plain, and then this is one that was like through the glasses, and he got this somehow. I'm not sure exactly how he even got it, honestly. But oh, actually, you know what this was? This, I think, was like the reflection. They had like a shoebox type thing, and it was a thing where it would reflect into it, and you can kind of see the progress of it better instead of looking directly at it, since it was obviously, you know, this. You can't look at that and see what's going on, but it did this. So I'm going to go ahead and scrap these and use the circles in the sketch for like the elements here, like kind of the sun being a circle and everything. And that is going to be my inspiration piece for this layout. So I'm going to get my cell phone out of the way because it's making my lighting go crazy. And let's go ahead and get started.
All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and get my paper situated. And the papers that I'm using are this kind of a blue, really pretty blue color. And I really like this one from Pebbles. However, I really like the B-side as well. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have that be my main background. And I don't feel like I need to put cardstock under it. But I really want to save a little bit of the middle of the paper because I just really like the X's and the O's on the back of it. So I'll show you how I'm going to do that here in a second. But I am going to go ahead and put my pictures down on this craft cardstock as well. So I'm marking off where I want them to go. I did mark one of those pictures. I cut it down to a 3x4. And then the other one is a 4x6. So I'm putting this part down in the middle because I know that this is going to go there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my craft knife and I'm going to gut out a little section of the middle here where the cardstock is going to lay. That way I can use a little bit of the B-side on another layout because I just really, really like the B-side. So I'm just trying to be as straight as I can. I'm not very good at it, but I'll clean it up on my trimmer here in just a second. So now I have a strip there that I can use, and I'm just going to go ahead and clean up the edges on my trimmer while I'm here and doing it. And then I'm going to save that for later. And this is going to be my main background here. And what I'm going to do is just stick that on top. I'm going to use my ATG, and I'm going to make, I'm just going to, you know, do my adhesive here. Now, here's the problem. I did not leave myself enough room. And as you can tell, the ATG just goes way over what is, you know, my cardstock. So I'm just using my finger and I'm rubbing along all the ATG that is showing. And since it's so fresh, I can do that. And it just kind of rubs off with my finger. I do have to work on it a little bit, but it ends up coming off. If it had been sitting there for a while, then it probably wouldn't have come off as easy. But it ends up working. I just have to work on it a little bit here. So I'm just kind of rubbing that off and trying to get off everything that is showing. And then I will cover up a little bit of it eventually as well. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and set things down. Now I have a little spot on that smaller picture, and I don't know what that is. I don't know if it came out when it was printing or something, but it's like a little half circle. I don't know what that was, honestly. I think it was something that happened when I printed it, but I'm going to cover it up with that little die cut there. All right, and now I am thinking I want some sort of border to go along the top and the bottom, just to kind of extend it out a little bit and to help it be a little bit more prominent there. So I'm going to use a couple of pieces from this little lace border from this paper came in the kit, and I am just going to not worry about like fussy cutting out anything, because that is like a lace pattern and I don't have the patience for that. So I'm just gonna, have it cut straight and it's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down. And this will be the top and bottom, kind of like a little border. I think that just kind of helps frame it out a little bit. All right, and I will go ahead and stick my pictures down. And then I'm going to put this little die cut, and this little die cut says looking up, and that's something that I printed at home a long time ago, like a very long time ago. So I've had that for a while. And then when my husband got these pictures of the eclipse, I was like, I have the perfect die cut for that. So that is what I'm going to use it for. And it helps hide that little blemish on the picture as well. All right, so now I'm going to work on my circle elements, and I'm taking my circle punches. I have a 3-inch punch that I punched out of this authentique paper here. I love both sides of that. One side has like a astrological, yes, pattern on it, so that was perfect for being the sun. And then the B side were those gorgeous hearts, and I love those hearts. So I punched out a couple of those with my 2-inch punch, and then I took a 1-inch punch and I punched out the pink with red polka dots on it. And I just really like the way that those kind of frame everything. And I definitely wanted to make sure like the bigger circle was the kind of like star constellations almost. They look like star constellations, and then they also have like the horoscope signs on them. So I thought it went nicely with looking up at the sky. And now I'm going to work on my title, and I'm just going to put Total Eclipse, which I really like. I've seen a lot of people doing layouts about the eclipse, and just this title I really liked. So it's Total Eclipse. All right, and now I am going to pull out a couple things from this chipboard sheet. I have a couple of hearts here that I'm going to use. And I'm going to leave the centers intact as well. I could punch out the centers and have them see-through, but I like the white in them. I think if I had them see-through, they would get a little bit lost. So I'm just going to leave those there. And I am using my quick dry adhesive to stick those down. And then I have a couple of these rub-on hearts here as well from American Crafts from the kit. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out 4 of them, and then I will use those on here as well. And whenever I use rub-ons, I try to cut them out before I start rubbing them down. That way I don't get like little remnants of the rest of the things in the package, because I've definitely had that happen before. It's not fun. All right, so I got those down. And now I'm going to do my journaling, and I'm going to draw a few lines here with my ruler and my pen. And I am just drawing out as many lines as I think I might need, and then if I need to add anything, I can. And just talking about what a cool experience it was, to be able to witness this eclipse as it was happening. Myself and my girls didn't see it because my girls were at school when it was happening and they didn't let them outside. And I didn't have the glasses or anything, so I stayed inside too. But my husband got to see it, so it was pretty cool. All right, and that is going to complete my layout. So it's nice and simple. I really like it. I like the circle elements as well. And again, I will have a link down below to both the Noel Mignon kits if you guys want to check them out, and to this sketch in particular if you guys want to use it. I hope you guys have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.